Welcome back to QuickSpeak. It's the English podcast where we really dive into a new topic each time. And today, we're going to tackle something I think a lot of people think about, how to become, one of those morning people.
Yeah, it's a common goal, right? Everyone thinks those early birds have it all figured out, like they're the productivity masters in control of their day. But for a lot of us, that just seems impossible.
Totally. That snooze button is like a magnet. But before we even get into the how, I'm curious, what's so great about waking up early anyway? Is it really all it's cracked up to be?
It's definitely more than just bragging rights. I mean, the research is really showing there are some big perks for early risers. Sharper thinking, getting more done. Some studies even suggest it's linked to better physical health and even like a mood boost. Imagine starting your day with this clear, focused energy. Wouldn't that be something?
Okay, that part does sound pretty appealing. But the thing I always get stuck on is that awful alarm clock.
Yeah.
Who actually enjoys being, jolted awake.
Oh, tell me about it. But here's the good news. It doesn't have to be this fight against your alarm. The key is working with your body's natural rhythm, not against it. That's where we get into these gradual alarm techniques.
Okay, now that's something I can get behind. So instead of a siren, it's more like, what exactly?
So picture this. Instead of a blaring alarm, you wake up to maybe birdsong, gradually increasing in volume, or a light in your room slowly brightens, just like a sunrise. These alarms, they're designed to kind of catch you during those lighter sleep phases, so you're not ripped out of deep sleep.
So no more of that heart-stopping jolt first thing.
Yeah.
I'm liking this already.
Exactly. And since you're working with your sleep cycles, you're more likely to wake up refreshed, not that groggy feeling. And there are tons of options now. Sound-based alarms where you can adjust the volume, or those sunrise alarm clocks that mimic the sun.
Yeah, you've got me rethinking my whole alarm clock situation. But is there anything else we could do, besides the alarm itself, to make waking up easier?
You're on the right track. It's not just about the alarm. It's about the whole environment where you sleep, creating like a sleep sanctuary.
Okay, now you're talking my language. A sleep sanctuary. What does that involve?
Basically, you want to minimize anything that disrupts your sleep. Temperature is a big one. A cool room actually helps you sleep better, believe it or not. Then there's light. Even the tiniest bit can mess with your sleep. Blackout curtains or even an eye mask can make a huge difference, especially now with LEDs and screens everywhere.
I never thought about light being such a big deal, but I got blackout curtains recently and wow, what a difference.
It's amazing how much light sneaks in, right? Oh, and we can't forget noise. If you're sensitive, earplugs or a white noise machine can be game changers.
So it's all about minimizing those distractions. Light, sound, temperature, making a space that's really for sleep. Worth it, if you ask me.
Absolutely. And don't forget the basics. A good mattress and pillows that support you properly can make a world of difference. Comfort is key.
Makes sense. Okay, so we've created this haven. We're waking up gently. How do we actually stay awake? That urge to crawl back in bed is strong. What's the secret?
That's where the magic of a motivating morning routine comes in. It's about finding what energizes you, something that sets a good tone for the whole day. Maybe it's meditation or a healthy breakfast. Even just writing down a few things you're grateful for.
It's like those first few moments. Make them enjoyable, almost like a reward for getting out of bed.
Exactly. Reframe it. Instead of, ugh, I have to get up, I get to start my day with whatever makes you happy. Could be a quick workout or quiet time with coffee and a good book, whatever works for you.
You mentioned exercise. See, for me, that's the last thing I want to do when I wake up. But I totally get that snooze button thing. Anything that helps fight that urge.
Oh, the snooze button struggle is real. But have you heard of the 5-second rule? It can be really helpful for overcoming that initial, I don't want to fail.
5-second rule? Huh? Okay, I'm intrigued. Tell me more about this secret weapon.
It's all about outsmarting your own brain, really. The second you feel that urge to hit snooze or just stay curled up, you start counting down from 5.
5, 4, 3, and then what? Do I, catapult myself out of bed?
Not quite a catapult. But yeah, the idea is before you even hit 1, you're moving. Doesn't have to be anything big, just a small action towards getting up. It's about breaking that chain of overthinking that leads to, doing nothing.
So I'm basically tricking my brain into action before it knows what's happening. Clever. Especially in those first few moments when I can barely think straight. But what about keeping this up? Sticking to a schedule, even on weekends. That's got to be important, right?
You're spot on. Consistency is key. Think of it like training your body to get into a rhythm, a natural sleep-wake cycle. It might be tough at first, especially if you're used to sleeping in on weekends, but trust me, over time, your body will thank you.
So those marathon Sunday sleep sessions, they've got to go. It's an investment, basically, for better sleep overall and, like you said, being more energized, right?
Hmm.
Okay, let's say we've got the sleep schedule down, the sanctuary's prepped. We even found a morning routine that doesn't make us want to hide.
Mm.
What's the payoff?
Yeah.
The benefits can we actually expect to see?
Oh, the benefits, they're huge. And they go way beyond just getting stuff done. I mean, we're talking about clearer thinking, better mood, even your physical health can be impacted.
Yeah.
Let's start with mental clarity. Those early hours, they offer this kind of quiet, before the day really gets going. Perfect for focusing on work or just easing into your day feeling calm and collected.
I can see that. In this world where we're always on, that quiet time sounds like a game changer.
Exactly. And that quiet time, it's prime time for adding in mindfulness stuff too. Meditation, journaling, or just enjoying your coffee while you think. Those early morning moments can really help you feel grounded.
Gives your mind a head start before the to-do list takes over. Okay, so mental clarity, check. What about the productivity thing? Do early birds really get more done?
There's definitely a link. Many early risers say those extra hours before everyone else is up are when they can power through their most important tasks.
Like a secret weapon against procrastination.
Exactly. Big work project, personal goals, even getting ahead on chores. That extra time makes a difference. Plus, when you start your day feeling accomplished, like you're already ahead of the game, that can set a positive tone for everything else.
It's like this domino effect of good stuff.
Yeah.
You mentioned earlier, though, that being an early riser might even be good for our physical health. How so?
Well, think about it. When you're waking up earlier, you're more likely to have consistent meal times, including breakfast, which, we've all heard, is the most important meal. It kickstarts your metabolism, gives you that energy boost for the day.
Makes sense. I know I'm guilty of skipping breakfast when I'm running late.
It happens to the best of us. But when you're on a good sleep schedule, it's not just about breakfast. Your body actually starts regulating hormones better, like cortisol and melatonin. That not only helps you sleep better, but it impacts your metabolism and energy levels all day long.
So it's really about getting your body in sync, not just about feeling more awake, but actually creating this healthier rhythm inside.
Yeah.
You also mentioned this possible link between early rising and a lower risk of depression, though. Can you tell us more about that?
Of course. Now, more research is definitely needed here, but some studies suggest that getting consistent exposure to morning light can actually have a positive effect on your mood. It helps regulate your circadian rhythm, which plays a role in all of that.
So sunshine really and noise good for you.
It really is. And let's not forget the sense of accomplishment and control that often comes with being an early riser. You start your day by, conquering those early hours. It can boost your self-esteem, that feeling of being in the driver's seat of your own life.
It's like you're not just up earlier, you're starting the day on your terms, which honestly can feel kind of powerful.
100%. It's about taking charge instead of letting the day run you.
This has been amazing. I feel like I had this whole idea about morning people that was just that wrong. It's not about forcing some rigid routine. It's about figuring out how to make sleep work for you, for your well-being, your whole life, really.
Exactly. Working with yourself, not against. What brings you joy, energy, and building a life that supports that, it's individual.
Totally eye-opening. Seriously. I've learned so much. Thank you for breaking it all down for us.
Happy to do it. It's been fun.
And to everyone listening, thanks for joining us on QuickSpeak as we dug into this whole early rising thing. If you like this episode, hit that subscribe button so you don't miss out. We've got lots more deep dives into all sorts of cool topics coming up. And hey, let us know in the comments what you'd be interested in hearing about. Until next time, sleep well, wake up refreshed, and make it an awesome day.